Why did you choose PMC speakers for your Dolby Atmos room? There's a few reasons why. The main one is that I went and demoed these speakers. I went and heard them in an Atmos kind of environment. I went down to the PMC showroom in London. We heard how these speakers sound. So by hearing them, I instantly knew, right, they sound amazing in this room. I'm going to build a room. I'm going to build it purpose-built for these speakers. They're going to sound incredible in my room. So that was the main reason behind getting these speakers in particular. The other reason was we wanted to fit our Atmos room to the perfect dimensions of what Dolby set as their kind of perfect spec for a room. So there's a drawing out there that's basically what they've written up for the kind of a spec of a room. And we've built this room within 2 millimeters of that actual room, and by doing so we had to basically get speakers that were shallow. We couldn't have speakers that were 500 deep, 400 deep, because what happens then is if you've got a 400 deep speaker on the right, 400 deep speaker on the left, you know, your room comes in 800, which makes it, you know, your room gets smaller. Same with the front. I mean, I think they're 200 deep, the Ci Series on the front. So the room can be I can fit a lot more speakers across that front wall, because they're not, you know, massive speakers with backs coming out like that. You know, they fit into the wall, soffit mount, and to be honest, look, they look incredible. I had this kind of vision when I saw these speakers. I had this vision of like just this wall of sound that just kind of bang comes at you, and I mean, I achieved that. That is exactly what I achieved here, and that's what's good about these, is that I can soffit mount them. They're all hung on walls, and they kind of, everything's kind of flush with them, and they look great. And that was one of the reasons why I bought them, because they fit into a room perfectly. They fitted into this room to the dimensions that I needed the room to be. So it wasn't shaving off too much at the front. It wasn't like, imagine now if I had all these speakers, let's say like the PMC 6s or the 8s. Imagine I had like 7 of them across the front. You know, they'd be everywhere. They'd be, you know, I literally wouldn't have room for them. Same with if I had them on the sides here, the speaker would come out to here and the other one would be out over to here. So, you know, the room starts to close in on you if you've got speakers that have to come all the way forward. So these, where they soffit mount into the walls, they're perfect. So that was one reason why. The guys at PMC as well, they really looked after me. They came down to the studio. They calibrated my amps, all things like that. I mean, they done such a good job with me, made sure that the fit out was perfect. And I mean, I literally have, with the combination of these speakers plus a Trinov, I literally have the perfect room, and it sounds unbelievable in here. It really is an incredible room. People that come in here, and anyone that comes in here and hears their tracks, for instance, like I've seen grown men cry when they hear the kind of sound that they're getting out of these speakers. So yeah, I mean, in total, I think in this room there's 40 woofers, which, you know, it kicks a good punch. So yeah, I mean, really and truly, that's why I went down the PMC Ci Series route, because as well, they're not massively expensive. I mean, they are expensive. Like each speaker up the front's 4,400, I think. The side speakers are 2,000 each, and the ceiling speakers are 1,500. I mean, it totals in at about 42,000 for a full Atmos system, which is 9.1.4. But you are getting incredible speakers with that, and yeah, I highly recommend the Ci Series. I've not seen many with a front wall like this of Ci Series, the 140s. They're different class, they honestly are. I'd love everybody to be able to come into here and experience this, but it's just not possible. But if you ever do get to experience these, PMC had a show over in, I think it was in Germany. I can't think where it was now, but they had a show where they literally built my studio into a kind of theatre system, and from what everyone said, it sounded incredible. Yeah, so highly recommend the PMC Ci series. That's kind of why I got them, and yeah, really enjoying using them.